Alright guys, how's it going? This is Dan here with GrapeVine Recording, coming at you via the PIAV channel, and I wanted to start a kind of series where I was going to look at some of my favourite instruments and plugins and try and give them some form of justice in a review. And today, obviously, I've already looked at some of the complete 9 Ultimate stuff, such as Battery, and I've done an unboxing as well, and this is one, like, I've been writing a lot lately, and I've been trying to use a lot of the libraries that you get with Complete 9, and I stumbled upon this for a piano sound. It's a little bit different from some of the other piano sounds that you'd find. It's called The Giant, and you get it with Complete 9 or Complete 9 Ultimate. You can also buy it separately and use it through the Complete 5 player, which you can download from Native Instruments. A little bit about it, as you can see here. The original instrument is the Clavins piano model 370i, and it's an absolute beast. Look at the size of it. It is huge, and as you can tell, you know, it kind of has that pretty like larger than life sound, as you can hear. So, obviously don't judge me on my piano skills. I do not claim to be very good, but we'll have a little quick view at some of the things that it has on offer. Obviously, it sounds amazing. You can tell how well crafted it is, and you know, just by the samples alone, you can. And you know, it's really usable, and I've found that, like, a lot of the times that it's so easy to find a space for it in your mix, and I love it. I absolutely love it. There's a couple of tone controls here, which are really basic. Obviously, all these can be mapped to any kind of like MIDI device you've got. If you've got some spare knobs, you just go learn, and then give something a move, and it pretty much clicks to that nice and easy. So yeah, you can change pretty much the tone. It's kind of like a transient designer. So obviously soft, and obviously, you know, the higher you get, the harder it gets, the more of that transient edge that you get. So you can kind of define where about you want it to be. There is an XXL mode, which you can hear this click in. I'll just play and then bring it in. So that's it off. And then once it comes in, it just kind of make everything that little bit more large, which is what you want. Further down, you have your pretty much how the piano behaves. So you've got, if you just don't really want that much dynamic range, you can just kind of play, and you can really hear the compressor kicking in when that XXL mode's on. So, you know, you can get a little bit closer with that. So if you don't want that much dynamic range, you can keep that all the way off. But the more you dial it in, the more it allows you to, you know, kind of hammer it a little bit more. For those like experienced piano players out there, that's going to be a little bit more up your street. So you can, you know, you can add more dynamics in it yourself. And then obviously you get your resonances down here, which you can assign to a pedal as well, which is pretty awesome. You get a load of presets. So if you want what do we want? So we get the basic sound, which is just this. Or we can, you know, let's see what else we can get. A little bit silly. Can we get Dreamland? Let's try this. Which has got the longest reverb you can get, but it's pretty cool. Obviously, under the tone controls, you can go further if you want to adjust some of the EQ for it, like kind of how big that XXL mode gets. And then again, you know, it's just how you know, the compression works, how the low keys work. Under anatomy, you go a little bit further, different overtones, how wide you want it. How does the release work? All the different noises. So if you want more hammer noise, can do that. Then obviously you can adjust string, pedal, damper, noise, how velocity works, how the pedal works, and how basic tuning works. So it's you know, the amount that you can adjust. And to be honest, when I used it, I pretty much just used it as the default. Just came in, went to full reset, and pretty much used it from there. And obviously, you know, I think you can get more and more out of it the more you're willing to, you know, lash into it, and how much you're willing to learn. But not only do you get the Giant in this instance, you get another instance of it called Giant Cinematic. And this, I still don't understand how this works, because it's just bizarre. For anyone who's into sound design, this is going to be for you. So yeah. So and you can bring loads of different things in to try and get what you want. So if you don't really want like kind of the weird noises, but you just want some overtones, you know, and then so that's them. Or you can get like a mixture of these as well, you know, if you can really like turn them all on and go a little bit bananas. And you can imagine how weird you can get with that. So of course, you know, once again, there's a load of presets to choose from depending on what you want. So if you want solitude, let's try that. And it just goes and goes and goes. And then from the sources, you can change, you know, kind of like a basic level mix between all of these different sources that we saw before. You can mess with the envelopes. You've got a nice high pass, low pass filter here. So if you just want to, and as you can imagine with like a lot of the Native Instruments stuff, the filters are so clean and they sound absolutely amazing. Again, you've got a different convolution reverb, and you can dial that in down here. You get, you know, a load of different ones again. Spacers, same as in the other one, that are ridiculous amounts, but now you get things like the Taj Mahal. So if you want to know how certain things sound in the Taj Mahal, there you go. You can go and do that. Under convolution, again, you've got a ridiculous amount of settings if you want to adjust with them, different types of impulse responses. Again, filters in there, nice limiter on it as well, and you can pretty much play with it to your heart's content. God knows I have. So that's my review of the Giant. I absolutely love it. It's pretty cheap. I think it's around, well, you know, we can look. Pricing for the Giant, it will set you back €99, but in my opinion, I know I got it when I got complete, it's absolutely blew my mind. For so long, I was using kind of like the basic piano in Pro Tools, like Mini Grand, which is awesome, but you know, for just something a little bit different, it's not your everyday piano sample. And for someone who's into, you know, for adding piano layers into tracks and trying to work a little bit in sound design, it's an all-rounder, and I absolutely love it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think you can try it out. I think you can get a demo for it on the Native Instruments website, but don't just take my word for it. There are loads of reviews out there of people who love this thing, and you will not be disappointed. But thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.